Next month, let's talk about how to conquer your Cricut machine. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I want to talk about conquering your Cricut. A Cricut cutting machine is a wonderful luxury to be able to have in your craft room, whether you have the smallest one, Cricut Joy, or all the way up to the big professional sized Cricut. There are so many things that you can do with your Cricut, crafting projects and cutting projects, embossing, all of the different things, but it can be really intimidating to get started or to learn something new with your Cricut. So in the month of September, over on Patreon, we are spending the entire month conquering your Cricut. Let's find out more. Before I dive in to all of the fun things happening on Patreon in September, let me remind you, there are many different tiers of Patreon, including a free tier, and there is content that is released each and every week on that free tier, including free printables. So if you have been wanting to try out Patreon, maybe get a little sneak peek, that might be the tier for you to give it a try and see what's going on. Each and every tier, as you move through them, has new bonuses and new content and new access to exclusive videos and other goodies. So there is a tier for everyone. I do my best to provide as much content as I can over here on YouTube. And then Patreon just allows me to connect in a different way that hasn't really been possible over here on YouTube in the past. So I wanted to open up with that. I've heard several of you all say, oh, we feel so bad that we have to miss out on things that are happening on Patreon. But don't forget, there is that free tier. It gives you a little insight and some goodies over there. So make sure to check out that free tier when you get a chance. But there are also some amazing perks that happen on the other tier. Let's talk about conquering your Cricut in the month of September. Now, originally, this was not my planned topic for September, but I had many of my patrons reach out and request this specific topic. They have either had a Cricut for a long time and just have never really gotten the hang of how to work it, or they have found Cricuts on Facebook Marketplace or inherited them from friends that no longer do crafting, and they're wanting to know, how can I use this cutting machine? How can I use it in the types of hobbies that I do already? What is it? How is it helpful for planning? How is it helpful for journaling and card making and all the other things? So I thought it would be fun to spend a month kind of getting to know our machines, getting to know some of the basics of how to use the machine, what the different machines are. Did you know that there's like 5 different Cricuts? There are a lot. We're going to break them all down and which one might work best for you. And there's so many features to the Cricut that it can be overwhelming to kind of dive in. So we're going to take 9 different videos, 9 exclusive content videos over on Patreon that break down everything from Cricut basics, how to cut stickers, probably the most requested video ever, but a breakdown step by step of how to cut stickers. Spoiler alert, there are multiple ways to do it. I'm going to share both of those so that you get a choice and an overview of what might work best for you. We're going to talk about all of the different Cricut blades available and why you may want or not want to invest in some of the different types of blades that you can use with your Cricut machine. We're going to make vinyl decals. That is such a fun project and something that I personally love to do. And besides cutting stickers, is probably what I use my machine for the most. So vinyl decals, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to go over all of the different materials that you can cut with your Cricut Explorer and your Cricut Maker, and some examples of projects that you may do with some of these different types of materials. We're going to create, this is another highly requested video, planner accessories with the Cricut. Again, step-by-step processes, exclusive videos that will help you create some unique custom things for your planner. We're going to dig into design space and design access and create a project from beginning to end using inspiration from design space. A crafty bag, come on, that is so fun. I am creating a crafty bag and showing you how I'm using my Cricut to help customize that bag. And then something that I think a lot of people don't use very often, we're going to dive into talking about Cricut pens and Cricut markers, how to use them, what's the purpose of using them, how can they add to your projects, and then some practical tips for using markers and pens within your Cricut. So 9 exclusive videos throughout the month of September. It's going to be a great month, and there's even more. All right, it is all well and good to have so much exclusive content over there on Patreon, but what happens when you run into trouble? What happens when you are trying to recreate a project or trying to do something and it's just not working? Well, that is when Troubleshooting Tuesdays is going to come into play. So on Tuesdays, there's going to be an opportunity to post questions and concerns or things that are going wrong with your Cricut or with a Cricut project, and then I will be able to address those and help you work through those as best I can from afar. So I think it's nice to be able to have a conversation with an actual person that has a machine that gives you kind of step-by-step on how they do it or how they would work through that problem. And so I think Troubleshooting Tuesdays is going to be really helpful as you start to kind of dig into some projects that maybe you've been putting on the back burner for a while. Troubleshooting Tuesdays, that's going to be really helpful throughout the month, so stay tuned for those as well. All right, so what else is happening? Every month we have the opportunity for Zoom calls and live streams over on Patreon. We have 2 Zoom calls a month. Those are fantastic for community building. We have a great time. Sometimes we work through a project. Sometimes we play games. Sometimes I'm kind of just asking trivia questions or just questions to get us talking in a discussion type manner. And we have a great time. There's lots of laughter. There's lots of laughing, laughter. Sometimes there's tears. Sometimes it's all the things. It's a wonderful community, and we would love to have you join us on those Zoom calls each and every month. There's also 2 live streams every month that happen on Friday mornings. Live streams are an opportunity to witness me working through a project in real time. So when I do YouTube videos, most of the time I'm speeding them up, kind of doing the voiceover, talking through it, trying to give you the instruction, but to save a little bit of time, I always end up speeding up those videos. On Fridays, you get the opportunity to see me work through a project of some sort in real time, which I have heard that many people like. They like seeing the real time. They like seeing how long it actually takes me to do something. And so those are a fun opportunity, again, to gather and visit, but also to just see a project happen from beginning to end. I also wanted to share with you the September Create book. This is a printable book. So everyone that is on one of the rainbow tiers, so pink tier and up, receives the ability to print out this book at home. If you are on the purple tier or the blue tier, which are the highest 2 tiers, then you will receive this as part of your Happy Mail package during the month. But this is the September one. Crafting with Cricut is the focus for the month. This is just a really fun book. It gives you a calendar so you can write out what's happening during the month, coloring page, some project planners so that you can plan out the projects with Cricut that you are wanting to work through, and a notes page as well. Lettering practice is always fun. We try a different font each and every month and practice lettering it throughout the month. This month, I added in a wish list tracker because we all know now is the time where lots of things are being released, and we want to kind of keep track of what is on our wish list, what's on our shopping list, what are we looking for to go on sale in the coming months. So I thought a wish list tracker would be super helpful. A little fun Cricut maze just to give you a little extra activity during the month. A beautiful frameable quote. Color is a power which directly influences the soul. Love that. We have our monthly highlights, currently pages. This is our vision board for the month that you can use to create a vision of what you want to accomplish during the month, whether it be within crafting, within your life, whatever the case. The ultimate Cricut craft project, designing. What would you design? If you could use your Cricut for anything, what would it look like? A doodle challenge, a lettering challenge, all of the different things throughout the month. These are fun books to have, to add to throughout the year. And I think we've really been enjoying the Create book in 2024. So again, this is a printable that is available to all my pink, yellow, green, blue, purple, all those tiers receive the Create book printable. The top two tiers receive the Create book in the mail. Speaking of in the mail, I wanted to give you a little peek at some of the goodies that have been sent out via Happy Mail. These are some examples of these stickers. So each month I send out exclusive stickers to my Happy Mail tiers. They receive 4 sticker sheets. This one was a really popular one, Sassy Grannies. How stinking cute are all of these sassy grannies? I think they are so fun. I love that one. That one was super cute. So that was maybe a couple months ago. This past month we did Fall Glam. So again, this is printed on that weatherproof, really nice sticker paper, cut with my Cricut. So you know I can do it. And I just love these little samples of stickers. It's enough to do at least a couple of different spreads throughout the month if you're using them for planners. Here's our pretty and pink one. This was back in the spring. I just was like all about this pinky kind of coral color. So pretty. They're just so, I just love that watercolor look. That one was a lot of fun as well. Here's one of our summer ones, Surfin' Vibes. I try to pick some of the themes that you may not find all over the place, but watercolor surfing, all about that. And then another example from earlier in the year, Lilacs. I love the, come on, the office vibes with all the lilac color. Yes, please. So we will have a brand new set in the month of September. The plan is that it's going to be some fun Halloween themes, not scary Halloween, fun Halloween, perfect for the season that we are entering. And you always get a bonus item as well as part of the Happy Mail. It has been, I don't know, like a million different things. The plan for the month of September is to send fall themed planner covers with a name decal cut from my Cricut. So I'm very excited to be able to work on those and send those out in the month of September as part of the Happy Mail package. I am so excited about what's coming up in September over on Patreon, and I was excited to share this little preview. There really is something for everyone over on Patreon. As always, I will continue to share content over here on YouTube throughout the month. There are free goodies and perks to be found even on the free tier over on Patreon. So head over today. I do have a link down in the description box. Check out all of the different tiers. See if you can find one that will work for you. And I can't wait to help you conquer your Cricut in the month of September. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.